All right, y'all, welcome back to the channel. Today, I am joined by my son here. DJ here is 7.5, almost gonna be 8 in what, June? Yeah?
All right.
Anyhow, so we are going to make, what are we gonna make, DJ?
We're gonna make the Texas flag out of old wood.
Yeah, so we got an old piece of pressure-treated 2x6 over here. We're gonna take and cut this thing into basically a 1:2 ratio. So it's 5.5 inches. So we need to take 5.5 inches and double it. And what's 5.5 plus 5.5? Huh? Oh, I'll put you on the spot for math, huh? Okay. Well, anyway, we'll do the math here in a second. That's going to be 11 inches by 5.5. So it's 3 of those. We'll stick them all together, and then we're going to be painting 2 of them, and then painting a star on one of them. Sound like fun? Yeah, tell everybody. Gonna be fun?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, so we're gonna try to do this and leave the shop with all of our fingers. The last time we were in the garage making a father-son project, we did a picture frame for Mama for her birthday, I believe. And we both left with some wounds that day. Nothing major, but this one here, found out real quick that you don't stick your finger underneath the curve of the saw blade. Ain't that right? Yeah, all right. Anyway, here we go. All right, find the 11, hold it down, hold the tape down, there you go, make your mark. All right, now, we're gonna take the tape, there you go, all right, and get the square, line it up, make sure this edge here is up against it. See how it is there? Are you still lined up?
This is close.
Okay, draw your line. All right, how's it look? Let's see. It's not that bad. Look at that. That's pretty straight. What do you think? Are we ready to cut it? Yep, okay. All right, so my little helper way over there, scared to death of the noise, is going to stand over there while I make this cut.
I'm not really that scared.
You're not?
I'm not really very scared of it.
You want to get a little closer to it then? That's as close as you want to get? Yeah? Okay. All right, stay right there. All right, so he did a pretty good job of getting us lined up. Let's see here, we're right on our cut line. So here we go. Try to do this one-handed. Okay, so first cut is down. Now we just need to do this 2 more times, right? Because how many pieces are on the flag?
3.
3, that's right. So 2 more cuts just like this, and then we can start putting this thing together. All right, let's find us our 11 inches again. There you go, lock it down. All right, get your square. Make sure the bottom of it's up against the wood. Oh, well, we're hitting, aren't we? Okay, so let's move this. Yeah, there you go. Let's see what you did. Yep, that's a line. All right. You wanna cut this one?
Maybe I'll move it on this part.
Okay. Do you want to try to cut it this time?
No, but maybe I'll get a little closer this time.
Yeah. A little closer? Okay. So now we got 2 pieces cut, and they're the same length, because DJ did a very good job measuring. All right. So now, DJ, we need to measure from here to here and make sure that this is 11 inches. I suspect that this is probably going to be just a little off of 11 inches because these things aren't quite true 5.5. What do you think?
I think that is right.
Yeah? Okay. Well, get the measuring tape on there and find out. Okay, so pull the tape a little further. Okay, now we need to make sure that the tape is straight. Okay, now where are we at?
It's at that line right there.
It's at that second line?
It's right here. It's right there.
It's right there. So that is 11 1/8 inches. Can you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we're gonna take that measurement and go back over to the chop saw and measure one more board to go across here. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Ready? Here we go. All right, DJ, so we got our 3 pieces cut, and it's the same length as these 2 are wide, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right, so they still feel a little wet though, don't they?
Uh-huh.
Because we got these from outside, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so how are we gonna dry them off?
We're gonna use this torch.
Yeah. What are we gonna do with it? We're gonna use that torch and we're gonna heat up the surface a little bit and get some of that water off, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And this is a little dry, but still a little wet.
Still a little wet.
Just like right here.
Yeah. So these pieces were outside just in the weather for months now, so that's why they look like this, but it's a little wet today, so they're a little damp. So we're gonna take the butane torch here, or the propane torch here, and just heat up that surface just a little bit to knock some of that water off of the surface. But for what we're doing, it's fine. And the neat thing is this might actually give us a little bit more character in this wood, so it should look pretty cool, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right, let's give it a try. All right, so we've got our torch going, and let's see how this works out. This is gonna be kind of tricky to do.
Because you don't want to set on fire, right, Daddy? You just want to get sparks and no fire, right?
Yep.
So maybe get it just right on this part really good, but you don't have to get it that good.
Oh.
That kind of looked a little scary when he did that part, right, Daddy?
Mm-hmm.
What if it was like a actual fire step like a torch? How long is this gonna keep happening?
All right, let's try this again. Okay, so we got the tops all dried, but our cut ends here look a little light, don't they?
So we have to darken them up.
Yeah, how are we gonna do that with the torch?
Uh-huh.
Yep. All right, let's see how that works.
We're gonna.
Look at it go.
Maybe we should blow it so it kind of turns back to normal, but not really that. Don't get the sides that really good. I also gotta set fire. Get the middle part.
Think that's enough?
Mm-hmm. Because you don't want to get too dark, or else it's going to get darker than the other one.
Yeah.
There.
All right, so now they're dry, and we got the ends burned up a little bit so they don't look so fresh and clean. Now we need to, what? Paint them?
Paint them.
Yeah. So we need to paint one white, one red, and one blue, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So what colors are the Texas flag?
It's red, white, blue.
And it's got a white something else on it.
A white star on it.
That's right. All right, so now we get to go get some paints. Get these things painted up. Okay, so now we got our 3 pieces laid out. DJ's at the ready. Yep. And we got our paints. We got red, blue, and white. And we're gonna take these and we're gonna water them down a little bit so that when we put them on here, you can still see some of that wood through it, right? Because we don't want to just color them completely. We want it to look kind of old and beaten up, right?
Like it was like in the past, very long, but not that long.
Yeah. So we're gonna put water on these, mix it up a little bit so the water's a lot thinner, and then we'll go over the top of them. And once that's done, if they look a little bit too look like they got a little bit too much color on them, we can put some sandpaper on it and get some of the paint off. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so we got our paint watered down and we're ready to paint, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which one are you painting? This one?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get going. And I put a little bit of water on the surface of that just to get the paint to thin out a little bit too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, start painting. You want to get it on thin, DJ, so keep brushing. See, we made a bit of a mess with our paint, but that's okay. Are we done?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty close. How are we looking?
This one.
Let's
Maybe
see.
we need to get a little bit of this.
Let's see. Yeah, I think. What do you think? You like it?
Mm-hmm.
Does it look good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are we ready to do the blue?
Uh-huh.
All right. We got to go clean that brush first.
Okay.
All right. On with the blue. I think you're getting the hang of this.
Yeah.
Think you need a little more, huh? Yep. Load it up.
Maybe we need a lot.
You don't need too much blue.
Or else it's gonna be pretty darker than the other.
Mm-hmm. I don't know about you, but this is looking pretty good. What do you think?
It looks good. It's looking pretty good.
All right, we got it all on there. You want to do any more touch-ups to it?
Huh?
Do you want to do any more touch-ups to the white?
Hmm.
All right, we think we're good? Yeah, I think so too. So now we have our red, white, and our blue. Yep. So now we're not even going to worry about letting these things dry because we're going to flip them over and start putting them together. And when we flip them over, if they get a little beat up or whatever it is, that's okay because we want this to look a little weathered, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Okay. So we're going to clean up our mess over here. Clean up our brush.
This is always dry. Look, I see that you don't see that much on my finger.
Yeah, it's almost dry. It's still a little wet.
So how we just wait? But how we just get these all together? They just wait 1 minute, and then we're gonna paint the star on this.
Well, we're gonna paint the star on it after we put them together.
I know.
That way we don't have to worry about the blue coming up through the white. So we can't. We need to wait a little while, and may finish this tomorrow. Okay. But right now, we're going to get these things arranged and try to get them put together, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, so we have our 3 pieces laid together. Now, one thing that we just realized that we didn't do was remember which one is the long one. So it turns out this one is supposed to be our blue one because it's a little bit longer. So down here on the end, it sticks out just a little bit, and then the blue one is just a tiny bit short of the edge here. But you know what? It's a rustic look, so it doesn't really matter, does it, DJ?
Mm-hmm.
No, it looks just fine. And off camera, we took a little bit of that paintbrush that was still wet, and we kind of spattered on some color onto the rest of these boards just to add a little flair to it. Looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? All right, so now we're going to do.
Now we have to get them together.
Yeah, how are we going to do that?
By screwing them in.
Why? What, are you going to run screws all the way through the wood?
Well, I'm not sure that's going to be fun.
No, that would be some really long screws. So now what we're going to do is we're going to flip this thing over and take some smaller pieces of wood across the back of it and screw that into it so the pieces of wood will connect the 2 pieces. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do that.
All right.
Okay, are we ready for the next step? Yep, so we're going to do.
We're going to put these, we're going to drill these in. But first we're going to put little holes for the bolts to go in.
Yeah, for the screws to go in. So, off camera, I went and cut 2 just regular pieces of some soft maple that I had laying around. We're going to put one here, one up here, and then one just to kind of tie these 2 pieces together. And this top one will let us hang this on the wall. So we'll put either a hanger or we just throw some nails on the bottom of it. However we're going to do it on the wall. But this will let us get it put together and hold it together relatively well. What do you think, is good enough? All right, so I got the drill set up. So let's get these holes drilled. All right, now we're ready to put them together. So I already got them pre-started for him. Got the holes drilled and countersunk. All right, let's go. Gotta push down. There you go, push down on it. Harder.
Put it down as hard as I can. Put it as hard as I can. It's not really going that well.
All right, I guess I'm gonna have to do this, huh? It's okay. You said you think you look good in those? You can say it. No? Okay. So, try to have DJ here run these screws in, but the soft maple's kind of hard to run in there, and he's kind of, table's kind of high for him. So I went ahead and screwed these down. But he has not seen the other side of this. Are you ready to see it? Yeah? Why don't you turn it over?
Because it was all your idea. That was good.
Keep going. Turn it over, lay it flat. What, you can't lay it upside down. Here.
Wait, does it go again?
What do you think? Does it look pretty good?
Good.
Yeah? Let's see. Yeah. I think that's looking pretty good. So what do you think? You like it? Does it look pretty good? Yeah? All right. So now we can do our star. Okay, so we kind of got the star kind of sketched out on here real light. Got our paint ready to go. And DJ here wants me to start the outline of it, and he's going to do the middle. How's that sound?
That sounds fine.
All right. So let's try to do this. This is going to be a little tricky doing it holding the camera. And we'll see what we can do.
It's actually doing pretty good.
Yeah, you like it? I think it'll work. It's a little watery.
It's a little watery.
Man, maybe we need to try it with just a little bit less water in it. All right, DJ, are you ready? All right, paint the inside of it.
I'm pretty sure they like it. But I think it looks good right now.
What about this spot right there? All right, are we done?
How's it look?
I think it looks pretty good. All right, guys, so there you have it. One Texas flag, rustic style. You like it, DJ? Was it fun? Yeah? Think we should do more projects like this? Yeah. All right, guys, so there you have it. One Texas flag. So pretty quick and simple project. I think this took us all of maybe an hour and a half. Yeah, and then that's with shooting the video. So pretty quick little project. So if any of you guys out there looking for a project to do with your kids, this is a pretty good one, pretty simple, especially if you got some old lumber laying around that's all weathered and you're just going to throw it out. You don't have to do anything to it. It's already pre-distressed for you, so it makes the job a little bit easier, and it kind of adds to the character of it too. So, when you see we go get this hung up?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna put it in your room? Yeah, I think so. So anyway, guys, that is it for this video. Maybe I'll do some more videos like this with me and the kid here. I'll have to find some projects for us to do, maybe get him to help out a little bit around the house.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that? Yeah. All right, guys. Anyway, if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, and we'll catch you next time. Go.
So it's fun and it's easy, and I hope you guys like it.
Yeah, I think they're gonna like it. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.